Hi, welcome back. Oracle eBusiness Suite architecture. So far, we have looked at the eBusiness Suite architecture, how it evolved from a mainframe application to where it is today, which is a three-tier architecture with a client tier, an application tier where the business logic is run, and the database tier where the data resides. In this presentation, we will go over the application technology layer. So application technology layer, it lies between Oracle applications technology stack and the Oracle applications product specific modules. Now, and primarily they provide a lot of common features to all Oracle application products. So the application, if you see, this is the technology stack. When we say technology stack, the actual right. So this is the actual software, the the database software, and then the Java, whatever the core technology, and then here you have the different modules that are being uh, developed. So you have the GL with the GL logic, AP, AR, let's say PO. So these are the different modules that are developed. Now the application technology layer kind of sits in between the two. Um, Here is the application technology layer, and the main purpose of the application technology layer is to provide common functionality across the the product specific modules. So for example, now one of the things that belongs to the common the applications technology layer is the workflow. Now AP module has AP module is used to create payables invoices. Once an invoice is created, let's say if the organization wants to make sure that before an invoice can be paid, that it wants to make sure, it wants to send it, route it through an approval process. So for that, it'll be using a workflow to route it through a set of predetermined folks or managers, depending on some business rules, who would need to approve before that AP invoice can be approved. Now, similarly, a purchase order, when a purchase order is created, the organization might want to have a set of business rules that it want to validate and check before that purchase order can be approved. Likewise in GL. So now if you look at all these three, the GL, AP, and PO, all three modules might have its own implementation of workflow to approve that particular general ledger entry, or that AP invoice that is created, or a purchase order that is created with its own set of business rules. But the underlying the underlying technology that is being used is a common technology, which is the workflow, Oracle workflow, right? And Oracle workflow uses is nothing but a combination of PL SQL packages and Java procedures, and a whole bunch of tables that stores that information. Now, so if somebody wants to develop a workflow, they would create a GL workflow. They would use this workflow, the same workflow toolset. Same thing with AP and PO. All of them would be using the same workflow toolset to create their appropriate workflows specific to that product. Now, if you look at the applications DBA or AD utilities, now from time to time, Oracle would be releasing patches or updates to each of these modules. Maybe one update might be to a GL, other update might be to PO, and a mini release for AP. Now, when these updates are being released and need to be applied in the application, there's one utility that would be used across to install those updates irrespective of the module, and the applications DBA utilities kind of provides that utility. Okay, so let's go. So here AD, it stands for applications DBA, right? And the main purpose here is it is used to for upgrading or patching or doing the basic database administrative tasks. Now, administrative tasks are divided into two categories: file system tasks and database tasks, right? File system tasks would mean anything related to changing the files or moving files on the database, on the application server or on the database server. And the database tasks would kind of relate to cloning the database or backing up the database or bringing up the database, so more related to the database task itself. And the AD administrative utility tasks are primarily performed by the database administrators or system administrators. Okay. And here you have the AK module, or called common Oracle common modules. Now this came out as part of as part of 10.7 and up. Oracle came out with these AK modules and started creating HTML pages. So the AK module is used to kind of it maintains the metadata on the HTML pages that were being developed. Now with the release 11.5, 10 and higher, and release 12, Oracle has started moving towards more developing Java and JSP pages, and kind of using the Oracle application framework. And AK modules initially was developed using PL SQL and was used to develop, basically create web pages without programming for the self-service applications. But with the latest releases, Oracle is kind of using more and more the Java and JSP pages. Okay, and the other part of the technology layer is the AU, which stands for application utilities, and the primary all the PL SQL libraries and all Oracle forms and reports, they all fall under the application utilities. And the AU top directory, it contains the product files which are all consolidated into one single location for optimal processing. Okay, so if you want to find out a specific Oracle form that is being used, or a Oracle report that is being used in the application, all those files are stored under AU top. Okay. And of course, workflow we kind of briefly discussed, and workflow is predominantly used to automatically process and route information according to some predetermined business rules, and it can send notifications to the users about a specific scenario, or it can it can primarily implement a business process within the module, and implementing the business process based on the client's rules. So each client might have their own set of business rules that they might want to implement, and workflow kind of enables organizations to modify or customize or create new workflows that meet their business needs. Okay, and we'll cover the remaining parts of the application technology layer in the next video segment.